YouTube, and at Bella here, and today I'm finally going to do my character options 11th Doctor 10-inch action figure review. I've put him next to the 5-inch character options figure with complete 11th Doctor figure with Fez, just for scale purposes. Here is the packaging, which I'm going to review now. It features the first TARDIS interior used by the 11th Doctor. It's my favourite TARDIS interior. The figure there comes with fabric clothing and a sonic screwdriver, and it is highly posable. Not as posable as a Big Chief Studios figure. It features the Doctor Who logo and the character options little pink logo there, and the 11th Doctor 10-inch action figure. On the side we have a portrait of the 11th Doctor as played by Matt Smith. Highly posable figure with sonic screwdriver and Doctor Who logo at the bottom. On the back we have a portrait. We then have the Doctor in Utah and the Impossible Astronaut. 11th Doctor 10-inch action figure, highly posable with sonic screwdriver and fabric clothing. There is the blurb, which I'm not going to read because this is a quick packaging review. We then have the same information on that side as we had on the other, and then on the bottom we get legal garb. You do not feed to under 3-year-olds, and that's the top there. I really like that interior because actually you don't see many pictures of that interior anymore. On to the actual review of the figurine, or the figure should I say. He does have peg hands and peg feet, so they do come out very much like a character options figure. I mean a Big Chief Studios figure, sorry. He does have peg feet and hands very much like a Big Chief Studios figure. I will slow down. The detail on him is not that great actually. He does have some detail on the shoes and on the face. The sculpt is reasonable when compared to this one. It is pretty much like they've just taken the 5-inch figure sculpt and used it on the 10-inch figure. The 5-inch figure is more detailed. The clothes, the jacket does come actually closed, but the fabric is so loose that you can actually you're supposed to be able to remove it. He does come with blue braces on both sides and a bow tie, but unfortunately the bow tie is wonky. Is wonky because it's actually placed there, not in the middle. Whoa, she says. He does have ball socket joints at the shoulder and ball socket joints at the thigh, at the top of the thigh. His knees do bend, his ankles twizzle. He has ball joints there as well, which is an interesting feature. See, his legs go all the way around, as do his hands, which also come off. They bend inwards as well. They bend at the wrist, they twirl at the wrist. His hand goes up like that. Can also go out. Sorry, this is really so bad. They also do go out. He does revolve at the waist, but I'm not going to do that action because it will actually disturb his braces because they're actually connected to his trousers and they're very, very, very tight. I have been able to take his jacket off by removing the pegs on his hands. You can take his trousers off, but I wouldn't actually do that because his braces are so tight. He's got Velcro there and Velcro on the shirt to close it. It is, as it stands, it is under £20. Well, it's roundabouts of £20. So you're basically getting a reasonable figure. A reasonable figure for that. But I do have to say that I still think the 5 inches are better. I'm sorry that this guy has bow legs. It's because he sits in the swing in the TARDIS playset permanently. Which is one of the reasons why his legs do tend to do that. That's why they're loose. So it's a miracle if he stands at all, bless him. He's just used to sitting in a swing underneath his TARDIS. So that's basically it for the review. His clothes aren't very well made. They look good from a distance, but up close you start to see things like this one is got a better finish on the end of the jacket, whereas this one is absolutely appalling. The shirt is very basic. It's just very, very basically done. The jacket from a distance does look quite good because you've got all the miniature details there that you would expect, like the top pocket, little pockets there. They don't open, unfortunately, but you just turn the jacket inside and you get that. So that's really kind of bad finishing there. Inside, you have got these lovely leather patches that he wore, black trousers, good detail on the boots, but they are also pegged feet, she says as she tries desperately to get it off. They are pegged, see, but they I'm just going to leave them on. But they do have a lot of movement there in that joint at the bottom of the foot. A lot of movement. It's just a shame that he hasn't sort of come with more accessories, because that would have been great. Like if he would have come with a Stetson hat or a fez, that would have been really nice to include. I think they should have perhaps given him a couple of more accessories rather than just a sonic screwdriver. They've given him a fez or a Stetson or something other to hold in his hand, like a psychic paper, then it might have been a little bit more worth it. But as he is, that's just what it is. It's very, very basic. I personally think he should have come with sonic screwdriver, psychic paper, Stetson hat, and a fez and a mop. That would have been a really, really useful figure to have. As he is, he's sort of like in this weird no man's land because there isn't a 10-inch figure of the 10th Doctor or the 9th Doctor. He's the only one to get this sort of weird character options treatment. I didn't even know about this figure until very recently, that he actually existed. Which is one of the reasons why I've got him now. He does have a reasonable amount of detail and a reasonable amount of articulation. So it is passable, but it's not that great. Not that great. He's clearly nowhere in this kind of detail level. This is clearly in collector level. He is just one above the awful 3.75 inch figures from Character Options. So that's that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below. Next time will be either Fault in Our Stars or Casual Vacancy. Bye!